Hi, it's Brian Bennett. Sunday morning, over at 62. We're going to be changing out this switch, which controls the fan and the light in the ceiling here. And it shouldn't take more than about 5 minutes to change it out because we're just going to put in the new switch and just, you know, change out the wires that are in there already. We're not even going to turn off the power because why do we need to do that? What's the worst that could possibly happen, right? All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to just get these screws out of the wall. We're just going to try not to drop the screws because they're hard to find sometimes. But once the screws are out, you're going to pick up this other one here, and we're going to leave it in a location that you're going to easily be able to locate it later. All right, then you take off your cover plate. Next up, we're going to undo the two screws that actually hold the switch into the box. If you want to use a drill for this, you're very welcome to do so, but this is an old house which has flathead screws everywhere as far as the eye can see. So, drill's always slipping. Just about as bad as a screwdriver does. All right, that's one. All right, we're going to go for number two now. And, if you have any comments on this video, please don't hesitate to ask. Like I said, it is Sunday, so I haven't, haven't really coiffed my hair or, prepared myself in any other way for the rest of the day. All right, so here's your box, which is exactly the same as this box, which I just picked up at Home Depot for the cool bargain price of $25.50 for a switch. Okay, in the back of this, you got a blue wire, which controls the fan. You got a red wire, which is your main power feed, and then you got your black wire that controls the light. So right now, the switch part for the light has stopped working. So the black goes to the white. So what we're going to do first is we're going to disconnect the white, and we're just going to pull that off the black. Again, everything is hot, so we really don't want to be crossing any wires at this time, or try to avoid to as much as possible. And we got your switch here, the new switch, and we got your three wires, and you've got the ground, which I always consider to be completely useless. Why ground something when you don't need to? The house is grounded. Everything's grounded. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go black onto that white. And we're going to it's probably enough. Okay, we're just going to put that baby right in there. And just screw on that wire connector for the new switch. And the next color we're going to do is the blue. Actually, let's do the red. So the red is connected to the black. So we're going to unscrew the black from the red. I don't know why they twisted it around so many times, but you know what? Some people just do things for the sake of doing them rather than for any useful purpose whatsoever. Anyway, so there you go. You got your black connected to your red. The last wire is the blue. And the blue is connected to the, of all things, pink. So we're going to disconnect the blue from the pink. And that gets rid of that switch altogether. Going in the garbage now. And we're going to connect the pink to the blue. And once we connect the pink to the blue, we should have a fully operational switch, light, fan, all that other good stuff. So before we put anything back into the wall, we're going to make sure that everything is operating correctly. And we're going to do that by turning this on. When the light just went on, you see that light going on? See that flashing? That's good. And the fan is going on. So we have got a fully operational switch. Screw these really, really tight because you're going to be pushing them into the hole to make room for the actual switch. So you want to make sure that nothing pops apart during this part of the process. So that's why it's so important to make sure those wire nuts are super firmly secured to each other and to the switch that we're putting in right now. So now we're just going to push this baby in, make sure it's seated nicely in there. We're going to take these screws that we removed a couple of minutes ago, and we're going to screw that back into the outlet box first. We have our screwdriver, which we keep handy in our back pocket at all times. And I'm going to just screw this baby in. This is the really boring part because we know that the thing works already. We see how easy it is. We realize that we can change it without turning off the power in the house, although it's not really recommended by anybody that you'll ever speak to except for me. But you know what? It just saves a lot of time, especially if you don't have your box labeled that well so that you know exactly what breaker controls what outlet, what switch, yada, yada, yada. You got to turn off the outlet, and then you turn off some clocks. And then you got to go around the house resetting the clocks, and it's a pain in the butt. So as long as you work on one wire at a time during the actual change, then you're not going to run into any problems with getting shocked or getting any type of, sparks or anything along those lines. So, and for some reason, every time you twist it, it always seems to pull the box to the right for some reason, instead of just going straight in like would be, desirous. And you see, turn it, and turn, and move. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got this all squared away. The last thing that you're going to do is put on your cover, and once your pretty cover is on, this job is officially completed. Like I said, it's not going to take more than 5 minutes to do the job. I think it took, from start to finish, 7 minutes and 5 seconds. So not too shabby and pretty quick. And now we're going to have a very, very, very happy 10-year-old girl whose light and fan are now going to work again. Because she really doesn't care about the fan. She really just needs the light. So anyway, thank you for coming. Any comments? Feel free. I'll see you next time. Have a good day.